Alright, finally back with another haul. Glad to have you with me. Tons of books. I got about a long box of stuff that I've picked up just from sales and whatnot, so stick with me. It's gonna be I got at least two videos worth here, if not more. I'm just gonna get right into it. It's no rhyme or reason as to how I'm going through these, but you'll see a lot of stuff that I'm really happy to have picked up. A lot of cool stuff. And hopefully you'll see some new books that you should keep an eye out for. All right, first up, I think since my last video, the whole Gabriel Dell'Otto craze hit. This was a series that I came across. It's called X-Force Sex and Violence. This is issues 2 and 3. Haven't really been able to track down an affordable or a price that I want to pay for number 1. But this is a pretty cool little mini series. It's only 3 issues. All the artwork's by Dell'Otto, and there's some really great just splash pages throughout this whole series. 2-page spreads, multiple per book. So definitely check that out. The first number 1 and number 2, the second prints have really gone crazy too because they feature different covers. What I've noticed with all these second prints with different covers, they're typically panels from inside the story that they just then use for a new exterior cover. Nothing wrong with that because usually it's pretty cool artwork that does deserve to be featured on a cover. Oh, what did I pay for those? So I bought those online. I paid about $4 each for them. I picked one of these up, Power Rangers number 1, the 150 variant. I paid 50 for it. I really love this cover. It's like a watercolor by Dustin Nguyen, and uh, I wasn't really sure after Zero what issue number 1 was going to do. I knew people were already onto it, so I picked it up. I mean, it's a $50 book. I haven't checked it recently. I don't think it's doing too much more than that, but it hasn't really dipped below. All right, here's a bunch of went to a shop out of state that I stop at sometimes. This was a shop, if you remember, a while back that I got a Danger Girl G.I. Joe, the Scarlet variant by J. Scott Campbell for a quarter. Usually, if I wait long enough, I've been going about 2 times a year, and they usually have the back issues are pretty well stocked. Lots of stuff. They don't get really picked over. So I found a lot of good stuff. Hulk number 1. I mean, I paid $4 for this. This book's been up and down over the past 5 years probably. Seems to be hovering around 10, 15 for a high grade copy. I paid $4 for it. I got let's see, this one is really cool. I'm thinking about sending this off for grading to CBCS. I'm not sure if I will or not. Lock and Key Head Games. I think it was $5. This is number 3, classic cover of suspense stories, the decapitation cover. And this thing is signed by Joe Hill, Gabriel Rodriguez, and the editor, I believe. I forget what his name is. But for $5, I mean, it's awesome. And it's in super sharp shape. All the corners are sharp, no spine ticks that I see. So I might send that off to get signature verified and graded. We'll see. Monstrous number 1. Paid $4 for that. And this was when this book was starting to heat up. I mean, it's a $20 book now, I think. It does have one spine stress right in the middle there. This book is, from what I understand, pretty tough to find without any spine stressing because it's really thick and it just has a regular cover, regular cardstock cover on it. Not even cardstock, just a regular paper cover. So I was happy to find that for $1, I believe. Stole that one. Here's one you may want to start looking out for, or this whole series, Savage She-Hulks, Fall of the Hulks. So the series is Savage She-Hulks. This is number 2. It's a 4-issue mini-series, all J. Scott Campbell covers. And this one's not bad. I think it's, I don't know, $5 book, maybe a little bit more. I paid $2.75 for it. Here's one that I had been looking for a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen it out in the wild. Star Wars Tales number 9. I paid $6 for it. Just a really cool Vader Darth Maul cover. And I believe this is actually the variant cover from, can't recall exactly. I believe it is though. Pretty much, I believe all the Star Wars Tales have 2 covers. I think this is a variant. Check this out. I had this in a different box than the regular back issues. This is a really sharp copy of Swamp Thing number 50. Pretty much considered the first full cover and team of Justice League Dark. Got that for $2. Nice book. It's cooled down a lot, but I think it still looks like they're going to do a Justice League Dark movie, so we'll see if it goes anywhere. Let's see. X-Men number 451. I don't know too much about this book other than it's got an X-23 cover. Anything with her. And, you know, around this time, not as easily found. Paid $2 for it. I don't know what it goes for. This one really surprised me how much this thing's dropped. Uncanny 510, the second print variant, Greg Land cover. Again, I bet this panel is probably inside the story. Paid $2 for it. I thought this thing was going for like $60 at one point. I looked online and it's like a, I don't know, $25, $30 book maybe in high grade. But this is probably like a VF near mint. It's not near mint, but for $2, I've never seen it in the wild, so I was happy to find that. This was a good find as well. Vampirella J. Scott Campbell variant. Paid $3 for that. I believe it's a variant. You know, kind of weird cover. Whatever. Alright, Vision number 1 for $2. This is a pretty decent series. I've been reading it. It's been getting good reviews, so might be worth picking up, especially for $2 below cover price. That's half cover price. What If number 49. These things I don't really have too much of a hard time finding. I think everybody's on to them now. The prices have really dropped. But at one time, these were going for $50. I think they're going for $20 now, maybe. Paid $3 for it. Here's one that I was not aware of until maybe 6 months ago. What If featuring Spider-Man The Other storyline. It's kind of hard to find. There's not too many on eBay. I think I paid $3 again for this. It's about $12 book maybe. Pretty cool cover. Just don't see it around too much. These I'm surprised it did not really seem to be doing anything. Is the Wynonna Earp original series from Image with the TV show that's, I believe it debuted now. I don't know, it didn't really seem to do a whole lot. I think I paid like $1 each for them, so I'm not too upset about that. X-Force number 8, paid 75 cents. The debated first Domino. I'll take that. And let's see. I got a X-Men number 53, first full Onslaught. Paid $1 for that. Alright, I think I had some other books from that haul, or from that shop, but I put them, I don't know, like I said, I got a ton of books and they're not organized the best. I figured I needed to start blasting away. These were from a sale at a local shop. These were actually in the dollar bin. Really nice copies. Watchmen 5 and 7 for $1. I'll take those. Here's one I've shown before. Tales of Green Lantern Corps number 1. First appearance of I forget what her name is. Is it Nyssa? Can't remember. She's one of the lanterns that has a lot of appearances. I think that's a good one to pick up when you see it cheap. Here's a kind of an odd one. Darkwing Duck number 3. I always pick these up. This is cover B. There's a lot of good cover swipes in this series. This is the Boom series. I always try and look out for these. Not many places have them. I don't know what this goes for. I don't think I found one online, honestly. We'll see. Surprised to find this. Cap 359 for $1. Okay. Okay. And let's see. So that was all the dollar books, I believe. Picked up one of these, Justice League number 40, First Grail for $2.25. Started the Dark Side War. Harley Quinn 26. This is just a regular cover. So when I went to the sale was the week this issue came out, and I paid about cover price for that. And the variant, as you might have seen, went through the roof. I'm not really sold on it, but I picked up one for the first Red Tool. Horrible. If that becomes a real thing. We Are Robin #1, $2.25 for that. Supergirl #16, the first Flash and Supergirl crossover. I'm a little late to the game on this one. I paid $1.75. That started to pick up a little bit when they announced that Flash would be on the Supergirl show. But I haven't checked lately if that's doing anything or not. I do not know. This one I had to pick up just because I had wanted it when it came out, but I did not want to pay $10 for it. I paid $5.25 for it. Deadpool #7. It's a double issue, oversized issue, Tony Moore cover. Kind of, I don't know, somewhat of a Walking Dead homage swipe cover. So, for $5, I think that's worth it. For a $10 book, especially. Messiah War Cable #13, the variant. I've shown this before and kind of said I'm not sure why it doesn't really get more, although I think it is starting to heat up a little bit now. We'll see as the next Deadpool movie rolls around if that starts to do anything. I think I paid $2 for it. It's a pretty cool cover. Again, I paid $2.25 for this. Black Panther. This is the second print variant. J. Scott Campbell art. This is the first panel inside the story. So when it went to second print, they used that panel for the cover. And this is kind of a testament to being a good dude to your local shops. The owner of the shop where I got this, he always gives me a hard time because he knows I sell some stuff I keep. You know, I like to sell enough to buy stuff to keep for myself. And I was going through his back issues. Everything I think was half off. I came across a Wolverine Origins 28, I believe. There's 27, I think it's 28. The second print cover, Mike Deodato cover with Wolverine and Hulk on the cover. That thing went berserk maybe 3 years ago. It was like a $70 book. Now I think it sells for around 40 maybe. So I found it and it was like $2. And it was at the time he was giving me a hard time, and I said, shoot, you know, take it here, I'll give you a freebie. And I threw it over to him. I said, look up what that's going for. Consider that one on the house. And he kind of laughed and he said, holy cow, what the heck's up with this issue? I said, I don't know. Just sells for a lot. So later he's digging through his back of house stuff and he pulled out a whole stack of these. And I said, what do you got for one of those? And he said, I had $10 on it. I'll give it to you for 10. So it was kind of a thanks for helping me out earlier. Here you go. You know, $10 it's not a steal, but these things have been going pretty crazy lately. Wolverine, Old Man Logan started this story because of the started Old Man Logan's story because of the movie rumors that the next movie is going to be based off of that. So always try and help out your local shop. Don't be a jerk to them. Even if they may be a jerk to you, do it be lighthearted about it. All right. This I bought online. Speaking of Old Man Logan, nice transition. I planned that, definitely. Old Man Logan, this is the first solo series. Issue #3, the variant. I paid $7 for it. It's a 1 in 25. I've really liked the original Old Man Logan stories. This series and the new series I've really enjoyed. I think we'll see where the new one's starting to trail off a little bit. We'll see where it goes, but I think there's a future with the mini series and possibly like the first issue of the new series and some of the variants, whatever. So you know, keep an eye out for that. For those, I'm picking them up when I see them cheap. I think that's a good price. All right, here was an eBay score, I would say. So what did I pay for these? I paid, let's see, paid about $42 or so for these Marvel Spotlight 28 and 29. Now there was only one picture on the listing, and it wasn't super clear, but it didn't look like too much was wrong with the books. And so I took a chance, and I figured for 40 bucks I'll at least get my money back if they turn out to be bad. And they really came in pretty nice. The one thing about 28 I'm a little upset about is the staple is a little bit rusted, a little bit of a pull, but I mean, it's really sharp otherwise. And 29 is even better. 29 is super sharp. Uh, Definitely made out on those. I've been doing a little bit more eBay lately. I don't know why. Just had the itch. Oh, here was one from the last shop that I was telling you about. The guy gave me a deal on that Old Man Logan. Wolverine 312, the variant. This is J. Scott Campbell cover. I had never seen this before. I paid about $14 for it. Was just flipping through the variants and I saw this and I said, hey, that's J. Scott Campbell. And I really like the colors. Really good mix between the hair and the background colors. Any of these, I've really started to appreciate these Wolverine 300 issue variants. They're kind of tough to find, and a lot of them are really well done. So if you see them, I would suggest picking them up if they're at a reasonable price. How about this thing? Have you seen this stupid little book? Ultimate Alliance. This came with the Marvel video game. Again, part of the Delato craze. Paid $6 for it. Got it online. It comes in a poly bag, which this didn't. Still got the bag, but it's not bagged. This thing is, I'm not sure what the heck you do with this thing. Like, how do you keep it? Whatever. Put it in my drawer and never worry about it again, I guess. Alright, what else we got here? What else we got? I think these were some online purchases. I'm not sure why I got this one just kind of randomly in there. I guess I got it with this online sale. Catwoman 76, I paid $3.30 for that. These Catwoman books, go through and look, because some of them are really starting to get pricey. Not like crazy, but there's some that are getting 20 bucks as they start to get a little bit more interest and get a little bit harder to find, I think. Monstrous number 2, I paid $3.30 for that also, first print. And this is a pretty cool book. Marvel Comics Presents number 1. It's a J. Scott Campbell original cover. It's a wraparound. Got some a lot of good superheroes on it, and probably undervalued. I don't know. I didn't even open it and see what's in it, but I picked it up for $1. Why not? J. Scott Campbell. You either like him or you hate him. All right, here's definitely one to keep an eye on for. I came across this recently from somebody online mentioned it. The Dirty Pair Run from the Future number 1. This is the Adam Hughes cover. This thing is really tough to find. At least last I looked online. There was one graded 9.8 that they were trying to sell for $400. Nobody was buying it, but I didn't see any raw copies. Paid $16 for this, and I don't know if I would typically pay that much for a Hughes cover, but it seems like it's hard to find, so I don't know. I paid $6 for this too. The Archer and Armstrong CGC kind of mock CGC case. The Faith issue from Valiant, Faith number 1 to CGC, has started to creep up there, so I picked this up just in anticipation. I paid $6. I don't know if it was a good buy at $6. I think I was just kind of trying to add something. I also picked these up. Extraordinary X-Men number 8, the regular cover and the variant, one of the variants. I think it's a 1 to 15. Features the first new Horseman of the Apocalypse, which has like Deadpool and Moon Knight. Hasn't really done much. We'll see if it does anything when next issue comes out. Here's another Catwoman. Paid $3 for that one. I'm trying to think where I got these from. I think these were from another local shop. I got that Catwoman for $3. This Wolverine Savage, I had never seen. No, I had seen this cover before. I just never saw it out in the wild. I don't think I've seen it online. J. Scott Campbell cover, paid $4 for it. Not bad, not bad, I guess. His signature is huge on that one. I can't believe I found this one for the price I did. The shop had just gotten in. This shop does a good job at rotating or adding new stock, buying stuff, adding new. And I was just flipping through. I kind of always flip through Captain America wherever I'm at to check the Brubaker issues they have. And that was in there. I was like, what the heck? And it was only $4. And I know it hadn't been in there for a while. It was part of a new stock, and I'm thinking, okay, what the heck's going on here? So I took it out and examined it, and I don't know, $4, okay. And this one was in there for $4 too. Number 14. Now this is the Marvel Legends reprint for $4, and then they had the regular one for $6. I mean, jeez. That book, I searched for a good price on that thing since the last Captain America movie, and never found it till last year. I think I bought one for $10 or something finally. Now I found the second one. Happy about that. All right, here is the one other thing I got from the store. I think, yeah. New Avengers number 35. Now this is just the regular cover. It's a Lionel Yu cover. And I can't remember if I showed this last time. I might not have. It's been so long. But this is just a sweet Venom Wolverine cover. Like I said, regular cover, New Avengers 35. You can find these real cheap. But with all the Venom variant covers that are starting to go through the roof, I figure that's definitely a good one to look out for. All right, what else I got here? Logan's Run number 6. Finally got a copy of that. The Thanos, first solo Thanos story. Paid $14, I believe, for that. Pretty high grade copy. Happy to get that at that price. How about this book? Let's see. Street Fighter Unlimited number 4, the variant. This thing, when it first came out, was going crazy. It was selling for like $100. I paid $25 for it. I believe. I don't know if it's an incentive variant or not. It's kind of hard to find, I believe, though. So. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't check it before I made this, so I don't know what it's going for right now. Probably going for $25. You know how things go. All right, what else we got here? Okay. I bought these online. Uncanny. What is this? 322. The part of the Juggernaut storyline. Paid about $2.15 for that. Here's a kind of a cool one. Marvel Age number 38. An early He-Man appearance. I paid 25 cents for that. Pretty cool. Had to pick up a couple of these because these were going crazy at the time. Paid about $3.50 each for these. Oh, got an 8 in there too. About $2.50 for that. Newsstand. That's not bad. Not a bad pickup. Hey, that's a newsstand too. Not bad. Not bad. And Ninja Turtles Adventures number 59. I think this is like the second to last issue. I paid about $1.50 for it. It's just kind of hard to find. Nothing too great about it. Here's a cool one I picked up when they started talking about Venom movie possibly again. This is Spider-Man 300, the Niagara Falls variant. I paid $40 for it. It's cool cover. You know, it's obviously new artwork, unique. I don't know what it really goes for. It's kind of hard to find. Somewhat hard to find. I don't know. I just picked it up because I thought with all the Venom news, there's tons of regular cover 300 out there. Might be a good one for people who like something a little bit different. I also got this one on eBay for $50, which I was really happy with. It's a really sharp copy. $50. Green Lantern number 9, the variant. When Batman gets the lantern. Also, first new tattooed man. Be on the lookout for that for the Suicide Squad movie. All right, here were some that I got from Hastings, the online or the book retailer. I don't have any Hastings around where I live, but I did find a good sale online, and I got all these for $2.50 each. I think it was 10 for 25 bucks. Flash 29, the Robot Chicken variant. All new X-Men 16. This is a Granov cover. That's a variant also. I got Bucky Winter Soldier. These are all incentive variants. I really like this number 1 is pretty sweet. 1, 2, and 3 for $2.50 each. How about this Manara X-Men Storm variant? X-Men number 1, Milo Manara, the bubble butt. And Daredevil End of Days number 1. It's a pretty sweet Mac variant. I also got this one, but that wasn't what I thought I was getting. There's a Mighty Avengers number 2 that J. Scott Campbell has done a variant for. And probably want to keep a lookout on that. This thing's not worth anything. Okay, where are we at now? Where are we at? Alright, I think I showed this one last time, but I actually got another copy of it. Scooby-Doo number 7. This has the Sin City ad in it. So this is the recalled issue. Paid $7 for that. Got that online. I also got this one. Batwoman. Speaking of Robot Chicken, the Batwoman Robot Chicken. This is a tough one to find. The Batwoman and Batgirl variants from, I think it's 27 to 29. There's the Robot Chicken, the Mad, and the steampunk ones. Really, they're all pretty tough to find because they're all 125, I believe. People weren't really getting that many of that book at that time. I don't really know what that goes for. I didn't check. I got a Walking Dead 95. Yeah, that one didn't really do a whole lot. I paid 15 bucks for it. All right, what else we got? Oh, this is from a local shop. Found some good stuff. Alright, found now these he had actually, this shop had them, and I went back and got them finally. Wonder Woman 6, 12, and 13, the variants. Pretty nice covers. These are both somewhat sought after, or these go for a little bit of a premium, both variants. And Amazing Spider-Man number 30, paid 5 bucks. I think that's a fair price for that. It's a high grade copy. Guardians of the Galaxy number 3 from the second series for $4. I think that's a good price for that. Great Starhawk cover. And then got this for $1. Why not? Thundercats. It's a collector's item. You'll see. I'm surprised. So this, when I got these, this kind of dated. This was the week that this book came out, and I went on like a Saturday or a Sunday, and they still had this. This is the Avengers Standoff. This was the 1 per store copy, and they still had theirs. 4 days later. For a while, that thing was going for like 50, 60 bucks. I think it's like a $10 to $15 book now. I paid 10 for it. Whatever. This was probably the best scores though from the shop. I don't know why I've never looked for these before. Probably because they don't really interest me as far as the material. But I got a Zombie Tramp number 2 and a number 3. Now these are from the original mini-series, and you can tell by looking up here where it says 3 of 4, 2 of 4. The new series just has, actually the new one has like a black line at the top with a circle and the number. But if you can find any of these from the mini-series, these things can go for as much as $40 or $50. It has a following, and people pay that much because they're kind of hard to find. Alright, what else I got? I picked this up online. I kind of like it. It wasn't a great deal. I think it was 25 bucks. Harley Quinn 19. This is the Alamo City Comic Con edition, covered by Chad Hardin, who does really great work. I wish he would get more Harley covers and variants and stuff. I like his Harley Quinn a lot. I don't think it's ever going to be hard to find, but I like the cover, so we got it. Here was one more I got from that Hastings, and I believe this is a Delato cover. Uncanny Avengers #1 variant. Alright, what else we got here? Man, I'm not even like through. I'm kind of trying to see what I should go through here. I'm just gonna break it off right here because I got a good stopping point. Maybe I can regroup for the next video. Alright, thanks for watching. I got tons more books to go through, so hopefully you saw some good stuff, learned a few things, and keep trolling those dollar boxes. See you soon.